So today we are going to do a warm up from a seated position. So get yourself a blanket or a cushion, something to sit on, just so that you can prop it right up and under your sit bones, and make sure that you've really lifted the flesh from your sit bones so that you can sit as comfortably as you can with your knees rested down as best you can. So starting with your legs into cross position, lotus position, and just warming up through our shoulders to begin. So we'll bring our hands into prayer, and of course you've lengthened up through your spine, softened into the shoulders, you're lifting into the heart, creating that space through the neck. And we'll inhale, we'll raise the arms up, turn the back of the hands together, exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Inhale, draw the hands towards each other, arch into the spine, turn the back of the hands together, open, and extend as far back as you feel comfortable. And then inhale, raise the arms up, and then exhale into prayer. So that's the flow. So it's an inhale, exhale down, palms forward, inhale, back of the hands, exhale, open out, inhale, raise the arms, and exhale, release. So work with the eyes to follow. Inhale, gaze up, back of the hands, exhale, gaze forward. Palms forward, inhale, arch into the spine, expand across the shoulder blades, back of the hands, exhale and open out wide. Inhale, raise the arms and eyes, exhale, hands to prayer. Keep the flow, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, release. Let's do two more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, back of the hands, exhale, inhale, and exhale, release. Beautiful. Just pause, just to take a moment to think about how the shoulders are feeling and whether they're warmed, the spine, whether you've got a bit of movement into the upper back, and even how the hips and pelvis are feeling into your seated lotus position. So noticing that one leg is in front and it will now cross the other. So straighten the legs out, swapping them over. So now we're just working through the sides of the body into the length into the ribs. So we'll take our arms down and we can just gently allow the hand just to slot in behind the lower back. Inhale up and exhale over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. If this is comfortable and you wish to extend through the arms just a little more, then we'll take the arm all the way over our head and gaze just beyond the armpit. Inhale up and exhale over. Now, one thing I'd like you to think about is really engaging the core as you lift up and over. So we're trying not to collapse into the side of the body or really rebound from the floor using the hand to push us up. But it's a simple inhale, draw upwards, and exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Next time we'll just hold it all the way over. So you're going to lengthen over as best you can, soften through the shoulders, extend up and over. Feel that squeeze in through the left side of your hip and an expansion to the right. And then as you release, you inhale up and exhale over. And just holding it, looking under the arm, beyond, this time squeezing into the right side of your ribcage, lengthening into the left, encouraging the knees to draw downwards, and then just gently drawing up and float the arms back down. So again, just straighten out through the legs. Just going to rebounce in at the knees, and then we'll cross the other one in front. To think there for a moment. So just working into a twist. So I like to take my hand, opposite hand to the leg that's in front. So one hand to the knee, the other hand behind, close to the body, onto the floor or the cushion in my instance, softening into the shoulders. And then as you're twisting through the spine, just allow the head to turn last. So breathing. And twist a little more. You may like to use your breath to unwind just a little on the inhale, and then exhale to twist a little further. So inhale and exhale. inhale and exhale. Each exhalation you may find you can twist just a little bit further, and then just ease, soften it all the way out, coming back around to the front. Straighten out through those legs and bring the other one in front. Sitting tall and taking the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, close to the body, sitting up, soften into the shoulders, and then gently inhale, exhale and twist around. So it's an inhale and exhale. Work with your breath. Being kind to the back, listening to the body, observing any tightness in the lower back, the upper back, through the core, and your shoulders, and just observing and seeing where that feels tightest for you. So then just bringing the hands in front, soften into the shoulders, and you're just going to creep those fingertips out just a little bit further forward, just softening, hinging right from your hips, and you're just gently lengthening so that you can just soften the shoulders and extend forward, allowing the eyes then to lengthen down towards the mat. Really feeling that wonderful tight squeeze into the thigh, the buttocks, maybe the back, maybe into the knees, depending on where you're tightest, and just settle into the position. You can come down as far as you can. If you wish to rest with your head, be creative. You may want to use a block or a bolster or a cushion, whatever you can reach, and just breathe. Sigh that breath out. Settle into the position as best you can. Let the hips open up, and then when you've had 2, 3, 4 breaths here, just release. Gently coming on up, and of course we've worked one side, we're now going to work into the other. So we'll straighten into the legs and have a wee length forward first. So extend the legs forward, ensure that you've lifted the flesh from your sit bone so you're really connecting into the mat. This is where a cushion or a block or a bolster or a blanket really helps, because it lengthens into the back of the lower back. So if you're quite tight into the hamstrings, the back of the legs, it can really give you a little bit of extra length and enable you to lengthen upwards. And then you're extending forward and then allowing yourself just to rest with those hands wherever you like, whether it's under the knees, thighs, around the ankles, or even around the feet. So this is where if you've got a strap, you can hold onto your strap. It's best to keep upright, thinking about the chest lengthening towards those toes. Just sigh the breath out, and then at the last moment you can allow those eyes just to settle in towards the legs. Just breathe. And then roll yourself up through your spine after 2 or 3 breaths. And then cross the legs with the other leg in front. Hopefully you've remembered. Sitting tall, hands in front, softening into the shoulders, and just when you're ready, creeping the fingertips forward. Sighing the breath out. And one side will always be a little tighter than the other, so just give yourself the breath, the space to find where it feels right for you. I don't feel like I can go forward and down and rest on my hands today. So just listen to the body. Do what is right for you. You know, some days and some times of the day you'll be a little tighter. Just breathe into the space. Acknowledge where you're feeling that tightness. Focus your breath down onto it. So for me, it's right into my hip. So just breathe into that area. Acknowledge a softening through the body as you pause and hold this position without holding your breath. And then again, when you've found your space, 2 to 4 breaths, then just gently roll yourself back up and sit back up. I'd like to just pause here and just breathe. Just a gentle warm up for you today. Namaste.